Hi everyone, welcome to the meditation session. We will start the session in 2 minutes. So, if you would like to already make yourself comfortable and prepare yourself, if you wish to have something to drink during the session, then make sure that is by your side before we start. And we will begin shortly. So, you can already start to relax and to reduce the thoughts in your mind. Preparing yourself for this session, knowing that you're giving yourself this 1 hour to relax and to switch off from everything. And so you can already start to reduce the thoughts in your mind. Just 1 minute and we will begin. Okay, we will begin now. So, welcome to the Reiki Meditation session, number 29, I think. And I've told myself and promised myself that this is the last time I'm numbering it because it's getting quite high now. So, from now on, when you want to look for a session, then you'll find it with the date on it only. Hi, Magali. Thanks for putting a word in the live chat. At any time, if you wish to, just let me say this now. You can leave messages on the live chat, and what I do is that I don't respond to them during the session because I've tried to do that before and it's been a disaster. So I'll be responding to the messages at the end of the session every time. So if you have any question, if you want to share your experience in a session or your experiences on other meditations, if you would like to make requests also for different types of meditations that you'd like me to guide, then you can leave them as messages in the live chat and I'll address all that at the end of the session. Okay, so last week we did a session on the four elements, and I'm going to see them again over and over again in the next sessions. Today I'm going to be looking at the fire element, and it's funny because I actually geared this session to be about vibration, connecting to vibration and understanding what vibration is better, and understanding how it can help us with our health and well being. And somehow it just turned into a fire session. So it's going to be a melting pot of both concepts. So, hi and welcome. First of all, just to remind you, this session is for your health and well being. So, at all times, you need to make sure that you feel comfortable enough, secure enough, and happy and well enough. If at any time any activity creates you stress or tension, if you feel uncomfortable in any way, you can either not do the activity, wait for it to be over, and move on to the next one with me, or you can sit it out altogether. Sorry, that's what I just said, isn't it? Or you can go back to the first activity that we are going to do now, which is a breathing exercise. That breathing exercise is a basic of meditation, and you can go back to it at any time if you feel uncomfortable with any of the activities that we do. For example, something that could create someone some stress is if you are scared of being up in the air and I guide you through a meditation where you're flying in the sky. Yeah, that's a very basic, simple example. But so basically, if anything like this happens that creates you stress, then you can sit it out. Also, look out for signs like lightheadedness, headache, muscle pain, also if we are holding mudras, hand positions. Be careful that it does not make you feel worse after the session than you felt before the session. And lightheadedness, if you find that you're feeling too lightheaded, then you can stop what we're doing and take a break at any time, okay? Also, when I'm guiding meditations, I guide, and sometimes we kind of drift off onto other thoughts and then have lacked focus on what I was saying at the time, and that is fine. What you can do then is that when that happens, when you bring your mind back to the meditation, just carry on from where you arrived back to it. Don't worry about whatever has been missed. You will still have absorbed it, and whatever moments of focus that you have during this session is a moment that you are where you are giving your whole system such a breath, such a catching of a relief uh, in between all the stresses and all the tension, that even just few seconds can have a hugely beneficial effect. Okay, so do not worry at all if you miss out parts of it, or if you are not too sure, if maybe I've not explained it in such a way that you could understand the activity well enough. Then, sorry, somebody's knocking at the door, so please ignore the noise. um, so you can at any time, oh, I forgot my train of thought now. But anyway, basically just do the best that you can and know that it is enough. Oh yes, if I did not explain it in a way that you can understand, just do whatever the best that you can do, and just follow the meditation the way that it makes sense to you. Okay, so now we're going to start the session by focusing on a gratitude. So something that you feel grateful for that happened during the week, something that brought you a smile, something that made your heart feel warm and fuzzy, something that made you happy. And then also, this is a Reiki meditation, so it is infused with Reiki healing. So, also, I'm going to invite you at this moment now to think of an intent for the healing, if there is any that you wish to put out there. I always send healing so that it helps everyone in the best of ways for their health, for their well being, for their minds to feel relaxed and happy, and to gain whatever positivity it is that you're ready to gain at the time when you are attending the session. But you can also put your own intent to it, and you can decide on anything that you want to bring positivity to yourself for. It could be your physical health, it could be your mental health, it could be to put some positivity into a project, a career, or your household, even, or a relationship, anything like that. So now we're going to just take a couple of minutes where you can focus on that. And so I am going to invite you now to take a deep breath in and out, and then to close your eyes, to take a moment to let my words settle, because there was many and they were quite effervescent. And now, just taking a couple of minutes to think of a gratitude and an intent for the healing if you wish to. Just taking a minute to think of a gratitude and an intent for the healing now. You can keep your eyes shut while I explain what we are going to do next. First of all, hi AJ. I'm glad you could make it to the session today. Right, so now we are going to move on to the breathing exercise. And for this activity, it's about focusing your whole mind on your breath. And then, as this session is about connecting with vibration, we are going to go to a basic kind of connection with this breath that we're going to use in the last 5 minutes of the exercise. So basically, we are going to connect to the heat of the air that comes out from our mouth on an exhale at the end of this session, at the end of this breathing session. So, vibration is everywhere and in everything and transmits and gets received and by us and by everything around us. And we also transmit vibration out to others and to things. This is how healing works. And so at the end of this breathing exercise, we will focus on the heat that comes out of our breath by putting a hand in front of our mouth and focusing on the sensations it brings to the hand and knowing that when the air went in, how it got warmer because it was in an environment that was warmer and then came back out warmer than when it came in, when it went in, really explains nicely how healing works and how vibration carries things through, carries healing through. And so as the air goes in fresh, gets warmed up into your body, comes back out, and is breathed onto your hand, then your hand gets warmer. And that process is very much how healing works because healing being a positive vibration, when the person sends it to you, it's like that. It comes out of the person, goes to you, and then it has an effect on you. The same way that your hot breath coming out of your body has an effect on your hand. And the healing affects you in a very similar way as your body is affecting the temperature of your breath when it goes in and stays in and then comes out. That change that happens is because your breath, the air from outside that was quite cool when outside, when it gets into your body, it gets warmer because it has changed its environment, and the new environment has a different what's the word uh, quality that then transforms the quality of the air. And so the healing transforms you in the same way. Each different type of healing has different characteristics. And when it comes to you, will have a different effect on you. But it is that contact with your system from that healing energy that is going to heal you. And it is because that energy is carrying a healing vibration with itself that when it gets on you, it heals you, if that makes sense. So now, if your eyes are open, you can shut them. Taking a deep breath to begin, letting my words settle just for a moment. And now we are going to focus on our breath. Just for the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to invite you to bring your whole mind to your breath. There is no need to change your breath in any way. All what we want to do right now is to observe it, to notice it as if we were looking at it through a microscope, zooming in on it so much and so powerfully that no other thought exists in your mind as much as possible. And so, first, we can start to clear our mind from every thought that has not anything to do with our breath. Just relaxing and taking this moment now. This moment is just for you to relax. And so you can switch off every thought about the past, every thought about the future, every thought even about now, every thought about anyone in your life. You can switch all these thoughts off because right now all that matters is you and your breath. Relaxing your mind and your body little by little, more and more. As you declutter your mind, from all the thoughts that are not relevant to you right now, and that you focus your whole mind on your breath. Noticing the sensations that your breath brings to you. Focusing on the points where you can feel your breath passing through, like your nostrils. Paying a very detailed attention to how it feels at your nostrils as the air passes through. Noticing as the air passes through your nose also. Where in your nose can you feel the sensations of the air? Noticing the sensations at the back of your throat as well, and through your windpipes, and into your lungs. Can you notice a difference of temperature between the air going in and the air going out? Paying attention to the movement of your body as your body expands to welcome the fresh air. and relax to expel the old air out. Just noticing the gentle, soothing flow of air going in and out softly, relaxing you and soothing you as it passes through so gently. And now we're going to extend this activity. I am going to invite you to put your hand in front of your mouth, leaving a little space. And I'm going to invite you to breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth now. Again, without changing your breath in any way, but just making this one change. Breathing in through the nose if you can, otherwise, breathing in through the mouth. And then breathing out through the mouth so that the hot air from your breath gets blown into your hand. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth and onto your hand. And now, every time you breathe out, I'm going to invite you now to focus on the sensations on your hand. What does it feel like when your out breath reaches your hand? Does your hand feel warmer when you're feeling the air from your breath landing on it? Do you feel the movement of the air as well? That's it. Just focusing on the sensations on your hand of the warmer air coming out of your mouth on an exhale. That transference of sensation from the air to your hand, the warmth that gets carried from the air to your hand, works in a similar way as when the healing comes to you and brings positivity into your system. Now you can keep your eyes shut and we are going to move on straight into the next activity. And in the same way that you may have felt the heat from your breath to your hand, now we are going to do a meditation with the sun. Those of you who do meditation with me at the Ilford Central Library have already done this before. Standing in front of the sun and receiving its energy. And so, in the same way as your breath could be felt on your hand, the energy from that sun in that meditation can be felt on your whole system as well and can bring positivity in every aspect of you. And so, if your eyes are open, I'm going to invite you now to shut them. And then taking a deep breath to begin this new activity. I am going to invite you now to stand in a space made of white light, where there is no past behind you. The past is completely gone. It doesn't exist anymore. And so right now I'm asking you to switch off every thought to do with the past. The now, the present, is just this space where you are, filled with white light, healing light. And the future is in front of you, standing, a huge, massive, big sun, as big as you or even bigger. Close enough that you could touch it, far enough that it cannot harm you in any way. It is glowing of this beautiful golden yellow light. It is huge, so huge, and it is all of your future, bright, fresh, new, a world of positive possibilities waiting for you. And as you stand there, this big bright sun standing there in front of you is offering itself to heal you in any way that you need. And as you feel so comfortable standing there in front of it, you may decide to connect with it with your hand by touching it. And as your hand gets closer and closer to it, you may notice already its vibrations coming to you, its rays coming to meet your hand. Threads of light shifting, waving, moving ever so softly and gently on your hand and around your hand as your hand is getting closer to touching the sun. And then watching that energy moving beyond your hand and coming to your whole being. Again, very softly and very gently. And just by standing there already, you can start to feel so much more relaxed and so much more comfortable. This light, this healing light from that sun coming to you, is starting to lift from your system, from your body, from your mind, any pain that needs to go, any tension that can now relax, any ailment that now can be removed from your system, any burden on your shoulders that you are ready to let go of. This healing light from the sun is soothing you out of all of these challenges, burdens, pains, stress, emotions that you no longer want or need. You can even decide to grab some of that beautiful sunlight, making it into a ball and bring challenges. If your knees are hurting, you can put balls of light there. If you are having problems digesting, or if you're you can add balls of light there. If your heart is aching, you can add balls of light there. You can put those balls of light anywhere that you need. You can even wrap yourself into those rays of the sun and have the most profound and deep healing experience. Letting the sun's vibrations bring to you all the positive that you need, all of the healing that you need. Grabbing more and more of that light and bringing it to yourself, healing yourself with it. Relaxing deeper and deeper as you do so. Soothing and calming your whole system, energizing your whole system. As every ball of energy you're bringing to yourself can also bring you energy to feel awake, to feel full of beans, ready to go through the whole day without trouble. The sunlight can also bring you strength, courage, happiness, love. This healing light is anything you want or need it to be. Watching this bolt of light, healing your whole system, creating a new you that can be anything. And now, just for a minute, standing in front of that sun, becoming aware that that sun is your future. And in being your future, it can be anything you want it to be. So I am going to invite you now to send out a vibration rather than receiving it. To send out a request of what you would like your future to be. Right now, your future can be anything. Your future has nothing to do or doesn't have to have anything to do with your past or your present. Your future can be anything. And so I am going to invite you now to make a request of what you would like from your future. It can be anything, and it can be many things, or it can be just one thing. It doesn't matter. But now, just to take a moment and to make a request. Knowing that your future holds a whole world of possibilities for you and for everyone. All right, and now, if you would like to take a deep breath to finish, bringing your mind back to the space where you are, and then opening your eyes. Relaxing there, taking a sip of water if you wish to, and thinking about now whether you can grasp better the concept of vibration and how healing works, how you can bring positivity to yourself. So, if everything is vibration and everything can interact with everything and change the vibration of that other and change the vibration of that other thing, it means that if you feel that you are having negative thoughts going in your mind, or even negative things happening in your life, that you can actually shift that by bringing positivity into it. This is one of the reasons why at the beginning of the session, I always invite you to do a gratitude exercise. Because imagine that your mind is like a room, and when you are having a dark moment, the room is all dark, the blinds are shut, the windows, the door is shut, and then you do something like a gratitude, which is a little bit of positivity that you bring into your mind. And that door from that dark room opens slightly, and all of a sudden, the whole of the darkness inside that room changes. The whole matter is not so dark anymore because that little bit of light has gone in. And again, those are particles that are shifting and switching and changing and interacting with each other. So, the more positive things you're going to do in your life, the more positive thoughts you're going to have in your mind, the more positive your whole system is going to be. If you have any questions about this, or if you would like more explanation, please do not hesitate to leave comments here in a live chat, or also to contact me, and then I can always answer questions later into a later session. Okay? But so now we are going to bath and connect with positive energy from the past. And so when you're ready, I am going to invite you to close your and I am going to ask you to connect with a happy memory. It doesn't matter when. It can be from your childhood, it can be from 2 days ago, it doesn't matter. But a memory where you felt good, where you felt loved, where you felt safe. And if you can't think of one just now, keep searching for a while. It can be a memory of something that happened that made you feel good, or it can be a memory where the whole day you felt good, or that you went to an event, or that you were with your family, or with your friends, or with someone you love, or even on your own. It can be a memory where you were deeply connecting with the planets, for example, like on a walk in the woods, for example. It could be the memory of being outside, having breakfast on the balcony, and being in the sun. Any positive memory where you felt good. Now, once you have that memory in your mind, really take the time to deeply connect with it. Really experience it now as if you were there. See yourself within that environment of that memory and feel the positive feeling it brought you. The happiness that you felt that day, the warmth or love that you felt that day. We are spending this moment now with that memory to really absorb the positive vibration of it. Let yourself smile for the happiness that you experienced on that day. Feeling the beauty of that memory through your entire being. Allow yourself to feel that happiness. Allow yourself to experience what it feels like to feel good. And now, slowly by slowly, bringing your mind back to the space where you are. Taking a deep breath to finish. Knowing you can catch up to that memory at any time. And opening your eyes again. So, this memory, it was inside of you the whole time, yes? And a good feeling that you got there, that means you could have it at any time. You switched your whole system into feeling good or into connecting with a good feeling. That's vibration. The vibrations from your memory triggered for your whole system to vibrate more positively. And don't get me wrong, we can vibrate positively already, but it's more positively. Because life is a journey. Sorry, I was reading the comments from the live chat and I shouldn't do that. um, See, now I've lost track of my thoughts again. Oh dear, today's not a good day. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that we have the potential to connect with positivity, but we often choose to connect with negativity instead. And so today, with this session, I'm inviting you to think about what you can connect with that is positive, that can bring you positivity. So now we're going to go back to the mudra that we did last time. It's the Mushti mudra. And it's the mudra that is so effective to bring anger down. And by bringing it down, it does not mean to repress it inside. It means to shift the energy in such a way that the anger is not explosive in us anymore. And it just passes through as energy going downwards and then clearing out of our system. And so please do have a look at this. I'm going to show you how to do it. So with your hands, a mudra is a hand position meditation. And so if you shut your hands like this, all of your fingers shut into the palm of your hands. And then you apply your thumbs in such a way that they are resting on your ring finger. The thumb is resting on your ring finger, like this. Now, mudras are very powerful things that we can do to rebalance energies. Let's see how I'm going to put this. So if you hold your fist like this, and then you can put them on your lap like that, and just rest them. Or if you're lying down, you can just rest them at the side of you. Now, thinking about energy, we have points of energy on the hands. And so the idea here is to not lock your wrists bent like this or like that, but to keep it aligned and straight as much as possible so that energy can circulate the way that it should. If you think about this, just applying the tip of the thumbs where they are on our ring fingers has an effect on our energies already. So just letting the energy flow now, resting like this. And for the next few minutes, focusing your mind first on your hands and on the sensations there. Do you feel any energy moving, shifting? Any heat or cold? Any tingling? Some people might even see images in their minds as they are holding their hands like this. And just resting like this and focusing also on your mind and on your body. And if I did not mention it, you can close your eyes. It can help to focus better. This is an amazing mudra to hold whenever feeling angry, as it brings peace and calm to the whole system. What is happening in your mind right now? Are you feeling a deeper sense of calm there? Are you feeling relaxed? Is your body relaxing more? Or are you feeling zest of energy sprouting in places? Remember, there is no wrong way to do this. Make sure your hands are not too tight, holding the position but not so tight that they would hurt. Just letting the mudra do its magic. That is all that is required. If at any time you feel the need to, you can always let go of the mudra, relax your hands, and bring them back into the position. Again, doing a quick scan of your body and your mind to see how you are feeling now. And then relaxing your hands, moving your fingers around, even your arms if you wish to, and bringing them back down. Taking a deep breath to finish. Keeping your eyes shut as we are going to move on to the love meditation now to finish the session. Now, at this time, there is a lot of anger energy going around. We've got a Mars retrograde until mid-November, which means that the planet is going so slow that in the dynamics of the galaxy, it looks like it's actually going backwards. Mars being the energy, the male energy, mainly. It has to do with our male energy within us being men and women. Women also carry male energy within their system. And so the fact that there is a different dynamic right now means that we are prone to anger and to conflicts and to fights a lot more. And yesterday on my page on Facebook, I actually posted the experiment of the Mentos mint sweet that is dropped into a bottle of Coke, and then the bottle of Coke, the Coke exploding everywhere. That's very much how we are all at the moment. As a well, in general. I mean, there are exceptions, of course. It's not all the time like this, but there is this wave of energy, basically, that generally is prone to giving conflicts and to anger rising. So this mudra is really, really effective to help reduce this. And in my post yesterday on Facebook, I basically simply said, focus inwards, stay away from people. And if conflict arises, do not try to get to the end of it. Don't bother with the conflict, to just walk away. It is completely okay to just walk away because right now, everybody is arguing with everyone. Also, I would keep my distances if I'm driving. I would make the distance between the car in front of me and myself, a lot bigger. But well, that's up to you to decide what to do. But just to know that at the moment, there is such dynamic with the planets. Right. Okay. So we're going to finish with the love meditation. We are going to make it shorter today, and we're not going to be rubbing our hands to start. We're actually going to clap because we're going to be looking at vibration again. So I'm going to invite you now to clap your hands energetically in such a way that you start to really feel like your hands are actually pulsing. Okay. So let's go. And then applying them on your heart chakra. Can you feel vibration on your hands right now? That's energy that has been stimulated by the clapping. And these vibrations are now going into your heart chakra. You can close your eyes if they are open so that you can feel, see through your senses, your other senses, these vibrations. And you may find, like I do right now, that your heart chakra warms up, that there is heat there. So these vibrations from your hands into your heart chakra and then feeling that heat there. That is vibrations getting into your system and healing you. And then you can relax your hands, taking a deep breath to finish, bringing your mind back to the place where you are, and opening your eyes again. There was a lot of talking today. I hope that you felt okay with that. I felt that I needed to explain a lot about the vibrations and the bar healing in the transfer of sensation. Right, so I am going to go through the comments now. So let me see. Magali says that her hand was sending her back a lot of heat. That was when we were doing the sun meditation and taking balls of light and bringing them to ourselves. That is completely normal. That's the healing, again, from the energy. And although this is something that you're visualizing in your mind, still it can materialize itself physically because it's all energy. And then Anna, hi Anna, I'm glad you could make it. Anna says, breathing in positivity and carrying it through the day. That's right. And just like also the meditation we did on the good memory, that feel good feeling can stay with you. You can keep it within yourself. So you can do that way. You can do it through the breath, bringing yourself positivity indeed in breathing in, and then keeping that positivity inside of you, keeping on breathing as normal, but bringing and keeping the positivity inside your system. Okay, Jill. Hi, Jill. I'm so glad you could make it. I hope you managed to do some of it at least. But you can always go back because these sessions they stay onto the YouTube channel at any time. You can go back to them anyway. Magali says it's really great. This happy memory. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's cool. AJ says thank you so much. Needed happy connections. Good. That's great. And these connections, they are inside of you, so you can connect with them at any time, no matter how you are feeling at the time. Magali, who said in English, that it is, how am I going to translate that? Well, basically, it's energizing her, it's removing the tiredness. And she was talking about the mudra, I believe. The mudra for the anger, she was saying that it's making her feel less tired, which is amazing. Kay, hi Kay, you're welcome to this. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. And she says, so good to think about a good future. Ah, good. That's great. The thing is that we always, well, not always, let me not put it under there, but we often base ourselves on our past to create our future, but actually, our future can be anything. And Kay says, no, sorry, not Kay, Anna says, Mars getting on the way explains a lot. Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, the conflict that's been rising. Sometimes I was spending my days with people and I could see everybody around just effervescing with energy and like frizzy energy, but not the most positive one and not knowing quite what to do with it and then ending up in conflict. So if you start to feel that, just walk away. It's okay to walk away because situations can be created like this. Okay, so I am just so glad that you could all make it today. I hope you can make it again next week, same time, 2 o'clock, Wednesday afternoon, London time. And in the meantime, have a good week, and you can always connect with me to let me know if there's anything you'd like me to guide in the next session or if you have any questions. Okay, have a wonderful week. Bye.